I said the same about New Country and Garth Brooks. Nobody believes me. But sing. Jesus was a refugee, arrived on a boat just like you and me. He didn't have any money and he couldn't read the signs. Survived on charity, boy, not on crime. And everywhere he was, Jesus was a refugee. And Jesus was a working man. He made his living with sweat and hard hands. He never went to school, not a penny to his name. So who'd listen now to a damn word he'd say? No captain of industry, no. Jesus was a working man. Turn the other cheek and feed my flock. And now empty actions and empty talk from above. Render to Caesar, render the land. Throw them damn money lenders out. The gospel of love was the plan. He was even called a drunk. He was called unclean and a heretic and a punk. I'm with the outcasts, you know, the thieves and whores. All them folks now wouldn't get past the temple door. So call yourself brother. This Jesus was even called a drunk. Oh, call yourself brother. This Jesus was even called a drunk. Exiting, did you know that was called exiting the shot? I remember you well in the Chelsea Hotel. We're talking so brave and sweet. While the limousines wait in the streets. Well, that was the day, that was New York. We were running for the money and the flesh. That was called love for the workers in some brothers, but those of them left. Oh, but you got away now, didn't you, baby? Well, you just turned your back on the crowd. You got away and I never once heard you say, well, I need you. I don't need you, baby, I need you. I don't need you and all that. I remember you well in the Chelsea Hotel, where famous your heart was a legend. And you told me again you preferred handsome men, but for me you would make an exception. Clenching your fist for the ones like us that are repressed by the figures of beauty. And you fixed yourself and you said, well, never mind, well, we're ugly, but we have the music. Oh, but you got away now, didn't you, baby? Well, you just turned your back on the crowd. You got away and I never once heard you say, I need you. I don't need you, baby, I need you. I don't need you and all that job around. You got away now, didn't you, baby? Well, you just turned your back on the crowd. You got away and I never once heard you say, I need you. I don't need you. Baby, I need you. I don't need you and all that jiving around. I don't mean to suggest that I loved you the best. I can't keep track of every fallen robin. I remember you well in the Chelsea Hotel, but that's it. I don't think you that often. It ends on a 5 chord. a member of the Council of Naval Mutiny. I'm not to read out to my conscience, having done my sworn duty. These are the last words before the scaffolds, and I charge you all to hear. Our wretched British sailor became a citizen mutineer, pressed into service to carry powder. I was low to the crack of the whip. If I'd starved on the streets of Bristol, well, I starved worse on a British ship. Red is the color of the new republic, blue is the color of the sea, and white is the color of my innocence, not surrender to your mercies. I was awoken from my miseries by the words of Thomas Paine. On my burned soil, well, they felt like the sweetest drops of rain. Red is the color of the new republic, blue is the color of the sea, and white is the color of my innocence, not surrender to your mercies. Well, in the spring of the year we took the fleet, every sail and cannon and compass sheets, and we blew up a Jacobean flag to give us heart. And while Pitt stood helpless, we were waiting for Bonaparte. Red is the color of the new republic, blue is the color of the sea, and white is the color of my innocence, not surrender to your mercies. All you soldiers, all you sailors, all you laborers of the land, all you beggars, all of you builders, will you come here to watch me hang? To the masters, we are the rabble, we are the swinish multitudes, and we'll rearrange the colors of the red and the white and the blue. Red is the color of the new republic, blue is the color of the sea, and white is the color of my innocence, not surrender to your mercies. And you dare call me a terrorist while you look down your gun. I think of all the deeds that you have done. You have plundered many nations, divided many lands, and you'll bring the strain of terror to my land. Thank you. It's moments like these that we stumble, moments that we know we'll regret. But we talk on the phone when we're all alone, then the bowl and the bottles and cigarettes fall back in love with the shadows. Places and times we thought we knew, well, it's calling again. From inside this man, God save me from my idleness. God save me from my idleness. The devil's work if ever there was. Oh, well, grant me that place they call state of grace, and I will get through this night and carry on. Lonely is the word that's an enemy, and bored's just a cheap old excuse. Well, I wasted the time, potential left behind. God save me from my idle hands. And I'm staring at the drawers and the cupboards, tools of the fool I know I am. Oh well, I'll win this fight, this cold, cruel night. God save me from my idle hands. God save me from my idle hands. The devil's work if ever there was. Well, grant me that place they call state of grace, and I will get through this night and carry on. So So bless those up in the morning, working at the jobs that they hate, and while they are able to put food on the table, God save them from their idle hands. God save us from our idle hands. The devil's work, if ever there was, oh, I'll keep them from chance. And lawyers and banks, God save us from our idle hands. Oh, God save us from our idle hands. Thanks, Kylie. Very good. Wise men say on the fools rush in, oh, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Oh, but I can't help falling in love with you. Like a red rose, surely to the sea. Darling, some things they were meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, but I can't help falling in love with you. Like our red flows, surely to the sea. Darling, some things they were meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, thanks. You didn't know Elvis came from Wexford, did you? It was also on a recent CD. How you doing? Remember the nuclear drills? When we were back at school, under the desk, turtle up, wait for the siren, that was the rule. Well, Mr. Purdy watched the clock, and the teacher snuck a smoke. We were the next generation, we had freedom and hope, and our world to be better than our parents was. So much better than our parents, oh yeah. And the map was just dominoes, all aligned there in place. And if just one fell over, we'd be fighting them in space. Well, Saigon fell, and Africa too. South America's in trouble, they'll be in Dunville soon. 'Cause there's a war, don't you know there's a war? Hey, there's a war on, don't you know there's a war? And the leaders came and went, it's funny they always look the same. Fat, rich, and white were the predecessor to blame. And we got it real good here, don't you dare think we don't. And you don't like it, you don't agree, just get your ass on a boat. 'Cause there's a war, don't you know there's a war? Hey, there's a war, don't you know there's a war? 'Cause the enemy's coming, barbarians at the gates. We need something to despise, we need something to hate. With the one thing always constant between now and then. If there's real shooting going, they'll be as far away as they can. This is a war. Don't you know there's a war? Yeah, there's a war on. There's a war. Well, the wall came down, but the towers did too. Revenge on so many for the crimes of so few. And the business of fear won't ask a question of truth. You want better schools now, or do you want another F-22? Cause there is a war on. Don't you know there's a war on? Well, crates of canned food, and you're gonna need a lot more. Duct tape for every window and a shotgun behind every door when there's a war on. Don't you know there's a war on? Hey, hey, there's a war on. Don't you know there's a war on? Cause today's terrorist is tomorrow's patriot, and today's hero is just another cripple no one's got the guts to look at. This is a war. Don't you know there's a war? Hey, there's a war on. Don't you know there's a war? Thank you, very kind, very good. And so we got a tune about a former mayor, and then we have an address by a potential mayor. Ah, yeah, there's the segue. That took me minutes. So let's have a hand for Sam the man, best mayor we ever had. A true friend of the working man. Well, I say 3 cheers for Ahmed Sam. Well, back in '46 they was up to their tricks. The fascists in Europe were done. And there was one more scrap left to go on the streets of Hamilton. Ah, C.D. Howe, tell me right now, well, what the hell did you expect? All the years of war and depression before, man, the workers, they were gonna hit the brakes. So marching down Main Street in double file, all the workers and vets. And there he is, oh, Huey Hilton, will fight the union till his dying breath. The powers that were, they were not immune. They said it was time to get tough. But to bring in the troops, they needed Mayor Sam Lawrence. Sam told him to go and get stuffed. I'm a working man first and a magistrate last. Oh, thus quo Sam the man. The business leaders, they could not believe it. You know, a mayor, not a sycophant. And all you kids out there, if you're trying to get famous being a songwriter, rock and roll musician, pop star, oh yeah, don't use words like sycophant. Really, it just doesn't work. Hell hath no fury like an A&R guy that's got to reach for a thesaurus. Cause the government's spoken and the wages are frozen, but the profits can go through the roof. And the workers are mad cause they know they've been had, cause there's always money for scab. Ain't there always a budget for scabs? ECP picket line in Brantford still going on 2 years. There's always money for scabs. For 86 days the strike went on the land in sea and air. It might not have lasted for 15 minutes if Sam Lawrence hadn't been mayor. Cause I'm a working man first and a magistrate last. Oh, thus quo Sam the man. The dividend drawers getting all hot and bothered by the mayor who just couldn't be bought off. So let's have a hand for Sam the man, the best man we ever had. A true friend and a working man. Well, I say 3 cheers for Ahmed Sam. I say 3 cheers for Ahmed Sam. I say 3 cheers for Ahmed Sam. Thank you very much.